I used to think aging meant slowing down, becoming weaker, and letting life pass me by. I believed that tiredness, pain, and loneliness were just part of the deal. But over the years, I realized something powerful. Growing old doesn't mean losing life. It means learning how to live it better. The body does change with time, yes, but the way we care for it changes everything. I learned that health in old age isn't about doing more, it's about doing what matters. Small things that keep your body alive and your spirit awake. It starts with food. Not a strict diet, not starvation, just balance. Fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, nuts, and water. They work quietly like medicine, keeping your heart strong and your energy steady. I used to skip meals or eat whatever was easy until I realized every bite is either healing or harming. Choose foods that love you back, then comes movement. You don't need to lift weights or run marathons. A short walk in the morning, gentle stretches after waking, a few minutes of breathing deeply. These little actions send a message to your body. I still care for you. Muscles stay awake when you move them, and so does your mind. But the greatest medicine I discovered wasn't food or exercise. It was attitude. How you think shapes how you age. I once spent too many days worrying about what I'd lost, my youth, my speed, my looks. Then one day I decided to thank life instead. Gratitude replaced complaint, and suddenly I felt lighter. When you stop fighting age and start embracing it, peace becomes your strength. Sleep, laughter, sunlight, conversation, these became my daily vitamins. I started talking more with friends, helping others, learning small new things like using a smartphone or growing herbs in my kitchen. Every new skill made me feel alive again. And you know what surprised me most? Energy isn't something you lose with age. It's something you give away when you stop caring for yourself. When you treat your body with kindness, it responds with energy. When you fill your mind with purpose, it responds with youth. So here's the truth life finally taught me. Growing old isn't the end of your story. It's a new chapter where you get to choose what kind of person you want to become. Calm, wise, strong, and deeply alive. Nobody told me that before. I had to live it to learn it. But now that I know, I want you to know too. It's never too late to feel young again. You just have to start. One small, loving choice at a time. Healthy aging doesn't begin with grand changes or complicated routines. It starts with small, consistent choices made every single day. Our bodies are reflections of how we treat them. And as the years pass, those choices begin to show their true impact. Many people assume that once we grow older, it's too late to change anything. But the truth is, the body responds beautifully even to the simplest acts of care. Food, water, and mindful habits can either drain your energy or quietly rebuild it. The difference lies in how intentionally you choose them. Eating for longevity doesn't mean giving up everything you enjoy. It means finding balance, understanding what your body truly needs, and respecting that need. A plate full of fresh vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and lean proteins is not just a meal. It's nourishment that supports your heart, your bones, and your energy levels. When we eat food that's close to nature, not heavily processed, not drowning in sugar or salt, we give our bodies the materials they need to heal and stay strong. Each fruit or vegetable carries vitamins and minerals that keep your organs working smoothly, your skin glowing, and your immune system resilient. What often goes unnoticed is how food affects our mood and clarity. A heavy processed meal can leave you sluggish, while a light, balanced one can lift your energy and keep your mind sharp. As we age, digestion becomes slower, so it helps to eat smaller portions more often, chew food thoroughly, and avoid eating too late at night. Warm soups, fresh salads, lightly cooked vegetables, and whole grains like oats or brown rice are gentle on the system, yet full of nourishment. Nuts and seeds are small but powerful. They offer healthy fats and protein that keep the brain active and the heart steady. Even something as simple as replacing sugary drinks with water, herbal teas, or fresh juices can make a remarkable difference in how you feel throughout the day. Hydration is another quiet key to vitality. Many older adults drink less water without realizing that dehydration can cause fatigue, dizziness, joint stiffness, and confusion. Water helps carry nutrients, flush toxins, and maintain flexibility in the skin and muscles. Keeping a glass or bottle nearby and sipping regularly can restore energy and focus more effectively than coffee or tea ever could. The real power lies in mindfulness, being aware of what goes into your body and why. Eating slowly, enjoying each bite, and recognizing when you're truly hungry or full helps the digestive system and prevents overeating. When you eat with gratitude instead of rushing through a meal, your body digests better and your mind feels calmer. These simple daily habits, choosing nourishing foods, drinking enough water, and eating with awareness, create the foundation for lasting health. They may seem small, but over time they build strength, protect your organs, and renew your energy from the inside out. Every small, wise choice you make today becomes the reason you move, think, and live well tomorrow. Gentle movement is one of the most powerful ways to stay alive in both body and spirit as we grow older. It doesn't have to mean running miles, lifting heavy weights, or joining a strict workout routine. It's about staying in motion, keeping your body engaged, your joints flexible, and your energy circulating. The human body is designed to move, and when we stop moving, everything begins to slow down. Metabolism, circulation, mood, and even memory. Movement, no matter how small, reminds the body that it is still capable, still strong, and still full of life. Aging naturally brings changes, stiffness in the joints, slower reactions, maybe some aches in the knees or back. But the surprising truth is that gentle, consistent movement can reverse much of that stiffness. It's like oiling a door hinge that's been creaking for years. Little by little, it starts to move more freely again. A simple morning walk can awaken your circulation, clear your mind, and lift your mood for the rest of the day. Walking outdoors, even for just 15 to 20 minutes, strengthens the heart, keeps muscles active, and improves balance, all of which are essential for maintaining independence and confidence in later years. Stretching is another quiet, yet powerful habit. A few gentle stretches after waking up or before bed can loosen tight muscles, improve posture, and make movement easier throughout the day. Stretching also helps relieve pain caused by sitting too long or doing repetitive movements. It increases flexibility and gives a sense of lightness that many people think is lost with age, but really isn't. Alongside stretching, simple breathing exercises can work wonders. Deep breathing fills the body with oxygen, relaxes the mind, and strengthens the lungs, helping you feel calmer and more centered. Some people find joy in light activities like dancing, gardening, or Tai Chi. These forms of movement don't just exercise the body, they nourish the soul. Dancing brings rhythm and laughter. Gardening connects you with nature, and Tai Chi builds balance and focus through slow, graceful motions. What matters most is consistency, moving every day, even in small ways. The body doesn't ask for perfection, it only asks for attention. For those who face physical limitations, chair exercises or gentle yoga can be ideal. Even small leg lifts, arm stretches, or turning the shoulders in slow circles can improve blood flow and muscle tone. When you move, your joints stay lubricated, your muscles stay active, and your heart continues to pump strongly. Every movement sends a message to your brain that life is still in motion. The emotional benefits of movement are just as important. Physical activity releases endorphins, natural chemicals that boost happiness and reduce stress. Many older adults notice that even light exercise helps them sleep better, think more clearly, and feel more optimistic about life. It's a reminder that no matter how old you are, the body still responds to care, attention, and effort. Gentle movement, practiced daily, keeps you connected to your body in a loving way. It's not about fighting age. It's about honoring your body by keeping it active, flexible, and strong enough to support the beautiful life you're still living. A positive mindset is one of the most powerful tools for healthy aging, yet it's often the most overlooked. The way we think, the words we repeat to ourselves, and the emotions we choose to hold on to all shape how our body and mind respond to growing older. Aging is not just a physical process, it's deeply mental and emotional. The body may slow down, but the mind can remain sharp, joyful, and deeply alive if it is nurtured with the right thoughts. Many people spend their later years regretting the past or fearing what's ahead. But a shift in perspective can turn those same years into a time of peace, freedom, and inner strength. The first step toward a positive mindset is acceptance, not giving up, but understanding that aging is a natural and beautiful part of life. Fighting it only creates frustration. When you accept where you are with grace, you stop wasting energy on wishing to be young again and start using that energy to make the most of today. Every wrinkle, every gray hair, and every year lived is a story of survival and wisdom. Gratitude grows naturally from acceptance. When you begin to focus on what you still have instead of what you've lost, your whole world feels lighter. Waking up each morning and simply being thankful for another day to breathe, move, and connect changes the tone of your life. Gratitude brings peace to the heart, which directly affects your physical health, lowering stress, improving sleep, and boosting immunity. Positive thinking is not about ignoring pain or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to see meaning even in difficult moments. Challenges will always come, but how you respond determines how they shape you. When you remind yourself that every problem carries a lesson, you begin to see growth instead of decline. This shift in mindset keeps your brain active and your emotions steady. Surrounding yourself with uplifting people, engaging in conversation, and sharing laughter can also strengthen positivity. Human connection feeds the spirit. When you stay open to others, you stay open to life itself. Another important part of a positive mindset is self-compassion. Many older adults carry guilt for what they didn't do or sadness for what they've lost. Letting go of that emotional weight is a form of healing. You can't move forward while holding on to regret. Speak kindly to yourself. Treat yourself the way you would treat a dear friend, with patience, understanding, and forgiveness. The body listens to the tone of your thoughts. If your inner voice is gentle, your body feels at ease. If it's harsh, your body tenses and tires quickly. Even small rituals like meditation, journaling, or moments of quiet reflection can help cultivate peace. A calm mind brings clarity, and a clear mind brings joy. Positivity doesn't come from ignoring reality. It comes from embracing it with courage and faith. Growing older with a positive mindset means choosing to see beauty in the present moment, trusting that life still has much to offer, and finding happiness not in what you have, but in how you think. Connection and curiosity are two forces that keep the spirit young, no matter the number of candles on your birthday cake. As we grow older, it's easy to fall into quiet routines or spend more time alone, believing that our most active and social years are behind us. But the truth is, human connection and the willingness to keep learning are like fresh air for the soul. They keep the heart open, the mind alert, and the body energized. Isolation can quietly drain joy and motivation, while connection fills life with purpose and belonging. Staying curious keeps the brain active and gives each day something to look forward to. One of the simplest yet most powerful things an older adult can do is stay connected with others. It doesn't have to mean large gatherings or noisy crowds. It can be as gentle as a daily chat with a neighbor, a phone call to an old friend, or sharing tea with family. Human beings are social by nature, and conversation is like exercise for the mind. Talking, laughing, listening. These small acts stimulate memory, improve mood, and reduce feelings of loneliness. They remind you that you still matter, that your presence and your stories still hold value in the world. Friendship is another form of medicine. A few kind words or a shared smile can ease anxiety and bring comfort in ways no pill can. When you spend time with people who make you laugh, who understand your silence, or who share your interests, you feel alive again. The warmth of connection keeps the heart soft and the mind hopeful. Even volunteering or helping others brings a sense of fulfillment that no material comfort can replace. When you give your time or share your wisdom, you receive something far greater: purpose. Curiosity adds another spark to life. Learning something new, even something small, activates parts of the brain that thrive on challenge and novelty. It could be reading a book, trying a new recipe, learning to use a new piece of technology, or exploring a hobby you never had time for before. Every new skill learned, no matter how simple, sends a message to your brain that life is still unfolding, still offering you new experiences. Curiosity pushes back against boredom and keeps the mind flexible. It's never too late to explore or to wonder. The moment you stop being curious, life starts to feel smaller. But when you keep asking questions, trying new things, or meeting new people, you continue to grow. Some older adults find joy in joining small community groups, book clubs, or online classes. Others reconnect with childhood passions, painting, gardening, writing, or playing music. These acts of engagement nurture creativity, and creativity is one of the deepest forms of vitality. Connection and curiosity together create a cycle of renewal. The more you interact and learn, the more alive you feel. Every conversation, every discovery adds light to your days. They remind you that aging isn't a retreat from life. It's an invitation to engage with it more deeply, to share wisdom, and to continue growing in heart, mind, and spirit. Energy in later life is not something that simply disappears with age. It is something that must be nurtured and protected through care and intention. Many people assume that fatigue, weakness, or lack of motivation are inevitable signs of aging. But in truth, much of that tiredness comes from neglecting the body's basic needs, the mind's emotional health, and the spirit's need for joy. When you begin to care for yourself, not out of fear of illness but out of respect for life, energy begins to return naturally. The body may grow older, but the spirit inside remains vibrant and ready to respond to love and attention. Caring for yourself begins with understanding that energy is not only physical, it is emotional, mental, and even spiritual. The food you eat, the thoughts you think, the company you keep, and the way you rest all contribute to how alive you feel each day. When you nourish your body with wholesome foods, you give it the fuel it needs to function smoothly. A diet filled with fruits, vegetables, and natural grains supports your organs and stabilizes your energy levels. Avoiding excess sugar or processed foods prevents the sharp spikes and crashes that leave you drained. Even drinking enough water can make a difference in how light and awake you feel throughout the day. Movement, even gentle movement, also helps restore vitality. The more you move, the more blood flows through your body, delivering oxygen to your brain and muscles. You begin to feel lighter, more awake, and more capable. The secret is not to push yourself beyond comfort, but to keep your body in rhythm with life. A short walk, a bit of stretching, or simply standing up often instead of sitting for hours can transform how your body feels. When you move, you tell your body, "I still need you. I still care for you." And your body responds by giving you more in return. Equally important is emotional care. Negative thoughts and constant worry can drain more energy than physical work. When you hold on to regret, resentment, or fear, you create tension in your body that tires you out without you realizing it. Releasing these emotions, through forgiveness, gratitude, or simply choosing to focus on the present, frees up energy that was trapped in stress. Laughter, too, is a natural energizer. It relaxes the muscles, improves breathing, and fills the body with oxygen. Every time you laugh, you remind yourself that life is still full of small, beautiful moments worth smiling about. Rest is another form of strength. Many people underestimate the power of proper sleep, quiet moments, and mental stillness. The body repairs itself when you rest, and the mind clears away the noise of daily worries. Listening to music, meditating, or simply sitting in silence helps recharge the spirit. True energy comes from harmony, a balance between body, mind, and soul. When you care for all three with kindness, you stop depending on youth for energy and start finding it within yourself. Energy becomes not a memory of the past, but a gift that grows from love, balance, and mindful living every single day.